Good morning, sweet friends. It's happened. It's finally here. The time of year when there's at long last sunshine in my room at 5 p.m. and rainy days bring endless puddles to jump in. Winter's darkness is finally lifting. The days are getting longer and I'm falling back into all things soft and lovely. Things like quilted pillowcases, fresh cut flowers, and piles upon piles of Regency romance books. As much as I'm anticipating sun-drenched days and evenings spent out in the garden, there's something inherently peaceful about the quiet stillness that descends upon the world during a gentle spring rain, making it the perfect time to pause, reflect, and enjoy the simple pleasures of life, little moments that make life feel extra magical. This spring, I want to live more intentionally. I woke up with the desire to have a soft and gentle day full of cozy cottagecore hobbies and really anything that makes me feel like I'm stepping into a Jane Austen novel. When we're younger, we can't wait to grow up so that we can do all of the things that we want, like playing in the rain without being told we're going to get too dirty, or wearing frilly skirts and dresses just because. Today, I'm going to make little Desi happy. Today is for her.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, their smiles return into their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun.
That was amazing. Oh my gosh. Jumping in puddles just makes you feel like a kid again. I highly recommend it. Honestly, doing anything that makes you feel like a kid again just feels so good. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't do something because of your age. Spring is almost here. There's gonna be lots of rain. So I think you should try going to jump in puddles if you haven't done it in a while. I need to get warmed up. That was not warm rain. If anything, I feel like that was closer to snow. Are you playing with the ribbon in my hair? I'm glad that makes you happy. I feel like it makes you happy. You're purring. You know how you can just perfectly imagine this older grandpa reading his favorite newspaper while drinking some tea with his morning breakfast? Well, my version of that is cozying up on my bed in my favorite robe with some pastel nail polish while learning about the history of pirates. I really honestly love learning, specifically outside of school. There are so many things that I wonder about on a daily basis, and that's where the sponsor of today's video, Wondrium, comes in. Wondrium truly is a place for minds that wonder. Wondrium offers a carefully curated collection of short and long-form videos, tutorials, how-tos, travelogues, and documentaries that let you hear firsthand from the experts themselves. I've been enjoying this course called The Real History of Pirates. It's been so fascinating to learn all about what life was like in the high seas during piracy's golden age. For example, I never knew that we owe hot chocolate and cigarettes to pirates, or that a few of history's most feared pirate ships were run by women. I'm always looking to continue to learn about new topics and grow in new ways, and Wondrium makes this so easy by continuing to add new content to their platform every single month. So there's always new topics to explore. And I love that you can stream Wondrium from just about anywhere. You can enjoy it from your TV, laptop, or phone. You can even download a course or a series and listen to it like a podcast. So if you've ever wondered about anything, Wondrium will be your new favorite place. And they're giving you guys a great offer of a free trial. You can visit wondrium.com/darlingdesi or click the link down in the description box to start your free trial today.
Chapter 1. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. However little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on his first entering a neighborhood, this truth is so well fixed in the minds of the surrounding families that he is considered the rightful property of someone or other of their daughters.
I'm practicing more ways to live romantically, as Anne Shirley would say. I'll be spending the rest of the morning making a warm cup of tea, fluffy banana pancakes, because little me adored pancakes, especially ones with chocolate chips, and cozying up to watch a film that will transport me to the English countryside. We're alive, and we only have so much time. So let this be a reminder to you that the only person you need to make proud today is yourself. It's okay to enjoy fictional worlds more than the one you live in. It's amazing that you sleep with teddy bears and fill your room with artwork and K-pop posters. And I love that your idea of a Friday night is cozy gaming in your favorite comfy sweats while listening to Studio Ghibli playlists. You are doing the world a favor by being unapologetically you. Now, let's get on with celebrating this rainy first day of spring, shall we? It's my personal belief that rainy days call for comfort breakfasts. So I made gluten-free banana pancakes. I've got my chamomile tea. There's really no other option when it comes to what to do while eating breakfast. Without a doubt, it is watching the 2005 Pride and Prejudice adaptation.
All these things, and I'm willing to put them aside and ask you to end my agony.
I don't understand.
I love you. Most ardently. Forgive me, madam, for taking up so much of your time.
A few months back, I was scrolling on Pinterest, as one does, and I saw a photo of this beautiful teacup bird feeder. I saved the photo and knew immediately that it was something I would want to make this spring. Before moving to New England just recently, I spent the past 3 springs in a small apartment in the center of a city. So it's safe to say I'm incredibly excited to finally have the privilege of hanging a bird feeder in my own backyard. Here, I'm using a teacup that was actually used previously as a candle holder. What you saw me doing just now was melting the last bit of wax before gluing it down. What's so strange though is I went to 2 different thrift stores to find a teacup to use for this project, and not a single teacup was to be found. They were all just large sets of teacups and plates and glasses, but not single teacups. So this one was from Michael's along with the plate. I guess you could say it ended up working out though, because I love the way it looks. It is so pretty, and I really hope the birds enjoy it. I hope it's okay with you that while I bake an extremely cute, Pinterest-worthy strawberry cake, I read to you a passage from the start of one of my favorite spring books, The Tale of Kookaburra Wood by Suzanne Whittick Albert. The story immediately transports you to the Lake District in England in springtime, and it's one I constantly pick up when I want to read something very atmospheric and springy. The story I am about to tell you begins on a bright, clear, April sweet morning in the Lake District village of Sorry. The sun had just begun to work its magical morning alchemy, burnishing the blue surface of Essuit water to sparkling silver, turning the leaves of lark and willow to an iridescent opal, and transforming every apple blossom in the village to pure gold. The sky was scattered with white clouds, as if a playful breeze had tugged yesterday's laundry from the drying lines in the village gardens and flung them into the brilliant blue heaven where they stuck, tattered and wind-torn. It was a magical morning, and the little village seemed more than ever to occupy a magical place in the world. To the east lay Lake Windermere, the longest, deepest, bluest lake in all of England, a barrier of sorts against any modern encroachments that might creep into the village, which proudly described itself as old-fashioned. To the west lay Essuit Water, a small but perfect jewel among other sparkling lakes in the district. But in the land between the lakes, as people like to call it, winter was magically turning to spring. You can envision the hawthorn coming into bloom, and primroses and violets and cowslips splashing the roadsides with pastel pink and purple and white and gold. The meadow grass is dampled with daisies and clover blossom, and the trees along the beck flaunt that joyful, optimistic green that belongs only to spring. On such mornings, even the breeze is in a celebratory mood, playing gently with the flowers, tossing their sweet scents into the air and whispering delightedly of even sweeter pleasures to come. I want to preface this by saying I'm a complete beginner when it comes to crochet, so if I can do this, you can too. All you need is your choice of yarn, a crochet hook, I used a 4.5mm, and some scissors. It ends up being so cute and comes together in only about 10 to 15 minutes. To start, you'll make a magic circle, or magic ring as some people call it. And this is probably the part that I don't know how to explain very well, so I recommend going to look up a specific tutorial for how to do this, as it can be a little bit confusing. I honestly think this is the hardest part of the entire process if you're a beginner. But hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing and maybe pause the video and try to follow along. So once you've made your magic ring, you're ready to get started. We're going to start by chaining 4, and again, if you've never crocheted before, you can totally do this. Simply do a quick YouTube or TikTok search and find out how to do these stitches as I mentioned them. They are beginner friendly and really easy to pick up. So once you've chained 4, we're going to yarn over and do 3 triple crochets into the magic ring. Keep in mind that you want to work into both of those strings, the magic ring and the tail. Keep them together as if they're one single string. I apologize if it isn't very easy to see what I'm doing. I'm going to link the YouTube video down below for the tutorial that I use to learn how to make these bookmarks. I did change it a little bit to kind of fit the style that I was going for. So once you finish those 3 double crochets, we're going to start on 4 triple crochets. Yarn over, go into the magic circle, then yarn over again, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again, yarn over, and then pull through 2 again. Then we're going to just do 1 double crochet into the magic ring. And then you want to do a slip stitch into the magic ring. So instead of yarning over, you're just going to go directly into the magic ring and pull through once, then twist your hook and pull through again, and that is your slip stitch. Now yarn over just like usual and do a double crochet into the magic ring. Then we're going to do 4 triple crochets. Now we're almost done with the heart. We need to do 3 double crochets. Then you can pull the tail of your magic ring to see the heart start to form. To finish off the heart, you're going to slip stitch into these stitches right here. Basically, just find the stitch that looks like it's going to be the bottom of your heart and slip stitch into those 2 top stitches right there. This finishes off your heart, and now it's time to make chains for the length of the bookmark. This is where it gets really easy from here on out. I measured out my book to estimate about how long I want the bookmark to be. Now you're just going to chain anywhere from 35 to 50 chains, depending on the length of your book or how long you want it to be. Just check as you go to make sure it won't end up being too long or too short. And if it is too long, you can always take out however many stitches you need to make it the length that you want. Now you're going to use your hook to expand this final stitch and then leave a good length for a tail and cut it. Now grab some extra yarn. This is what we're going to use to make the tassel. I got it to a length that I liked, and then I just gathered it up a bit together and cut it. You're going to pull it through that ring of the last stitch that we have. Then you're going to pull the tail tight and fasten it off with a little knot. You don't have to cut this string, it'll just become part of the tassel. And then you want to make a giant knot with all of the string in the tassel. It might look a little funny at first, but just trust the process. Then just snip the ends and trim it so that all the yarn is the same length. And there you have your tassel. Now just pull this string to tighten your heart. Just be careful not to pull too hard because you don't want to break the yarn. But this is when you really start to see the heart come together, and it's so cute. I love it. Now, normally I would use a yarn needle to thread this string back into the stitches to fasten it off, but I cannot find my needles, so I'm just making a knot and then cutting it off. Since it's the back anyway, I won't really see it. And that's it. Now you have a beautiful, soft spring heart bookmark. I just love it. I think it's so elegant and perfect for all of my Regency romance books.
Gatsby, I'm over here, baby. Gatsby, we're not going outside right now. What do I look at when I look in the mirror?
Look at the wall.
Look at the wall. I feel like I should be.
Did it just get all over you?
Oh my god.
just got in your shoes. That's great.
Sorry, Jerry.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh! I just spilled it.
So what do we think? Was that a good idea?
I feel like a little kid again, you know? You got your clothes dirty and you didn't care. It is really cold though.
I was gonna say, Desiree, what did you have to eat?
Oh, you rejected my kisses. Rejected. You rejected my kisses, Benedict. But you want to go lay by my nice fluffy pillows on my nice fluffy bed?
See how it is.